Thank y'all for pulling this together. My name is Zach, Brady, Brad. I appreciate your efforts. I appreciate each of you being here. Charles told you this is our 5th time together. My position on these gatherings is clear. If there's more than 2 people there and at least one of them's not another candidate, I'll be there. Because I think this is what the process is about. This is how we get the right answer, is coming and doing this right here, right now. And I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate Charles and Mr. Jones participating in these, because I think it does give us the opportunity to at least make an informed decision. That's the problem we've got. We've got several problems, I think, in society. The thing I don't hear a whole lot about is solutions. You know, I think a fundamental problem that we've got in our society is that too few people pay taxes. I didn't say people pay too little taxes, because those of us that pay know that's not the case. But we've got too few people with skin in the game, because they don't pay anything. If more people paid something to the federal government, the healthcare debate would have looked different. If more people contributed to the operation of state and local government, schools would be under different pressures. Local governments would be under different pressures to run tighter ships. If, quite frankly, in some parts of our state where there's even a fewer fraction of taxpayers than we have here in West Texas, if more folks paid taxes in some other parts of our state which shall remain nameless, the Rio Grande Valley, we might get some pressure on those representatives as well to be budget conscious. The problem is simple. We've got too few people pulling the wagon and too many people riding in it. I told you don't hear much about solutions. My solution is that more people need to participate. Financing state government on property taxes is an antiquated idea that probably made a lot of sense at the turn of the last century. But today there's lots of things that go on in our economy that don't involve real property. There's lots of people that are active in our economy and aren't paying property taxes. We need to move that reliance away from property taxes to something that everybody pays. That's probably going to have to be a sales tax. As soon as you say that, people will criticize you and they'll say, Zach, Brady wants to make your Ford pickup cost $8,000 more. To which I say, criticize me. Let's get more people pulling the wagon. Because I know what kind of property tax check I got to write on December the 31st for my house and 2 rent houses. Y'all know what kind of check some of y'all got to write. And we pay that every year. I don't buy a new pickup every year. We've got to move that to something that everybody participates in. That's the kind of things I'm talking about. When you come forward with solutions, you get criticized. If you don't have the skin to take it, you shouldn't be in this game. I'm a 5th generation West Texan. I'm the father of 2 gorgeous kids that attend Lubbock Public Schools. I'm the husband of a taller and patient woman who I met my 3rd day on campus at Texas Tech. I went to high school in Clyde, Texas, right outside of Abilene, graduated with 55 people. 3 or 4 of them were pregnant by the time we graduated. The point of this is there weren't a whole lot of wife candidates walking around, right? I get to Texas Tech University, 13,000 of the most beautiful, smartest women you'll ever meet in your life. I lasted 3 days. Classes hadn't even started when I walked into that dormitory and saw that young lady sitting right there. And she's been my life partner for 18, 19 years now, half my life. And I love her, and I wish she were here tonight, but she's watching our 9-year-old trying to bounce a basketball. I graduated from Texas Tech in 1995. I was privileged while I was there to serve as student body president. You heard somebody talk about philosophies. I'm happy to tell you that in '94, when I ran for student body president, my platform was simple. Student government ought to do only those things students can't do for themselves and get out of the way, and let them succeed. You'll hear similar things from me tonight. My philosophy has not changed. I was born in 1972, which is relevant only to the fact that I was 8 years old when Ronald Reagan was elected. That was kind of the first stuff I heard, and it stuck with me. Wasn't hard to do, but some people would tell you I was the Alex P. Keaton of Hamby, Texas, if you remember Family Ties. And I thought that that was what government ought to do. Growing up in an ag family, some folks in my family, my grandparents certainly, had a little different philosophy. They had been through the Depression in West Texas. They thought that was pretty darn easy compared to the 50s. And they wanted to see a different kind of take. But learning to have those conversations is part of why I am who I am today. I began my training for this kind of work in FFA, Future Farmers of America, in high school, where I learned to put on a blue corduroy jacket, look people in the eye, and tell them what I believed, and to not be ashamed about it. That's what I look forward to doing tonight. I'm a small business person. I own my own law firm. We have 3 lawyers other than me. We do primarily agriculture and real estate work. And I have some rent houses I talked about earlier. I'm a general partner in a hotel development and also a partner in some single family developments. That means I get to sign the front of a lot more checks than I do the back. It means I understand the burden that taxation has become on all of us, and I want to see it streamlined, and I want to see it more transparent. Just tell me what it costs. It kind of reminds me when my kid went to private school. Just tell me what the tuition is. Don't send a note home twice a week asking for $20 more for something. Just tell us what it costs. Don't nickel and dime us to death. I'm a man of faith. That doesn't mean I'm perfect. I need grace more than anybody I know in the whole world. But I do believe in the sanctity of life. And I believe that our public servants ought to be guided by their faith without wearing it on their sleeve. I want to tell you something, real frankly. You don't have to choose between energy and experience. You don't have to choose between conservative and clout. I offer all the above in this race. We're working hard to earn your vote, and I look forward to visiting more with you. Thank you very much.